Hello, everybody. Joanna here again from your sacredtransformation.com with day 345 out of our epic 366-day adventure of transforming fear into love. And we are knee deep in sex, sexuality, all the fears, anxieties, and concerns that go along with it. Yesterday, we looked at the fear of acknowledging or saying that you don't want sex when you simply don't want sex. And today is the opposite of that, which is when you want a lot of sex. When you want a lot of sex. And I've had clients personally share with me, Joanna, I want a lot of sex and I am afraid of that. And so I have explored that with them and I invited them to share specifically what the fears are. Is it a fear of liking it too much? Is it a fear of wondering or caring what you'll think about yourself? Is also a fear of being rejected, a fear of what somebody else might think of you. So if you are a person who wants sex and lovemaking a lot, those are some things that I want to invite you to kind of try on for size today. You know, who is it that might have something to say about it if you choose to embody and get involved in having a lot of sex? You know, that's really different for everybody because everyone has a different rhythm. For some people, a lot of sex, is 4 times, 5 times a week. Some people, it's 1 time a week. There is no right or wrong on the scale. It's only really what's right for you. And looking at the judgment straight in the eye is a wonderful experience because it allows you to see yourself more clearly, or perhaps to see other people more clearly as well. Your fears about how they might be judging you, and to explore that and check that out with them if it is indeed true, to see what is really going on about it. It can also be extraordinarily valuable to look at our own relationship to the judgments, especially our early conditioning. It's very interesting how parents transmit sexual norms to their children by their own role model. You know, how much hugging or kissing did you see your parents or primary caregivers do? Um, how did you know there was sexual energy in the household? What kind of transmission did that give you? Did you see your parents, lightly engage with each other in a totally child appropriate way so that you knew there was some lovemaking and sexual magic going on in your household? I think these transmissions done in the right way are really important. But so often, what I discover is that the transmissions aren't healthy for most people that I see. And the work that I do with people ends up undoing a lot of that so that the new energy can be recreated in a way that feels really good and really aligned to you. So these are some wonderful areas that I really believe in exploring and have seen be tremendously valuable. And I'm happy for you to share with me what has been helpful for you, especially in terms of what the judgments have been that you have noticed, or what you see people judging other people for. Some people are afraid to acknowledge, how much they want sex a lot because they're actually afraid of really liking it and even wanting more. And like, that's such a beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no harm in that. And yet our culture does a really good job to both expect that we should be having sex all the time, but then there's judgments that happen if you get put in the category either by yourself or somebody else that you want sex a lot, like you get judged as maybe wanting it too much. So there's a lot of different points of inquiry that are available in this video. And I invite you to try on what feels right for you, especially if you've felt judged or had a hard time with yourself or acknowledging how much sex you want. And I send my deepest compassion, and I invite you to be really compassionate with yourself and allowing, really allowing, so that whatever your level of desire is, you can have that, and that your body can open up to that in on all levels. I notice that the more I embrace my own fullness of sexuality, and I think it's a maturation thing throughout all of our lifetimes, everything flows better. Life flows better, conversations flow better, my body feels better. We cannot be separate from the juiciness that is part of our sexuality for most of us. There are people that may not and choose not to for different soul reasons that we can't really know about unless they share it. But for most people, it ends up being an amazing, really juicy, wonderful part of life. So if you want sex, it shouldn't even be a lot in terms of the way I'm describing it, but if you want what the culture says is a lot of sex, like, let it be totally okay. Whatever blockages are in the way, let's let those dissolve. And if you need support with that, reach out to me. This is a really sweet part of my work with people, and there's nothing that excites me more in terms of my heart of seeing people being able to have the internal infrastructure to open up to more and more of their own beautiful pleasure, which is your divine birthright, and to enjoy that to the fullest while you are in this body. So, thank you for watching. Let me know your comments, what you think, and if there are other sexual fears you would like me to address in the next few days, reach out to me and let me know, and I will definitely address them. So, thanks for watching. Happy Saturday. Take care.